This is your daily briefing. You're most welcome to it. Apologies for me being poorly. That's boring. Let's move on. But before we move on, we move backwards, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts on Brentford. Positives included higher energy levels, discernibly higher energy levels, and a greater desire to attack. Plus, of course, under Conte, that's another 3 points in the bag, but that's 7 from 9 in the league under the Italian, and that's signs of slow progress. Listen, without any major rejigging of the squad for now, I'll take that. Anything, these green shoots, they're welcome. I refuse to get the cheerleader pom-poms out on the strength of them, but they are nevertheless welcome. Unremarkable game, and one that might show us that he is getting through to them. 2 goals, and whilst one was an own goal, some of you may be shocked to hear this, but own goals are caused by pressure and are absolutely worth just as much, even if they are perhaps less exciting to watch than those scored in open play by your own men. Hold the you can only play those in front of you line, as we're constantly looking for context from results, and who we have in front of us is always extremely important. Brentford have now won just once in their last 5 outings, and it's important to mention that Brentford had the least amount of expected goals that they've had so far against anybody in the Premier League this season. Let's just spin through the players then. Reguilon lost possession 15 times, 5 times in his own half. But come on, some of you are going to say, oh yeah, but he's been playing a slightly different role. This has been an element of his game since he joined Tottenham. And anybody wanting an itemised list is welcome to undertake the task themselves. Trust me, I tell you no fibs. Emerson Royale, decent enough game against a hesitant Brentford, it has to be said. A most notable element of his game were the 10 interceptions. So he was good enough. Tanganga wasn't on for that long, managed not to kill anybody, which was pleasing. Ben Davies is not so much reborn as repurposed under Conte. Lost possession 16 times, and it has to be noted that he gave away the ball predominantly when making forward passes. I know some of you are struggling to get excited about Davies playing under Conte, but at this stage in the proceedings, we need all the help we can get. Eric Dyer had a very solid game indeed, which, incidentally, I don't want to labour the point, but unless he makes a catastrophic, unforced individual error, he's all right. Pierre Højbjerg, solid performance, which included 12 recoveries, 5 of which were made in the Brentford half. Didn't really do anything wrong. Oliver Skipp, man of the match, quite possibly his most authoritative game to date, and polished off with 2 key passes. Mora, same old story, I'm afraid. Lots of huff and puff, not much substance. Sonny, a goal, a shot assist, and lots of successful dribbles. But it was interesting to see that Conte was kind of saying, yeah, and I want more. Great, love to hear it. Harry Kane, 2 smart passes, but lost possession far too many times, even for a striker, and a poor return on his attempted dribbles. And Stephen Bergwijn, 7 minutes on, 3 successful forward passes played, so not much to say about him. So, Brentford, in summary, I would say just take it for what it was. 3 points, thanks very much. Let's move on. I think, barring disaster, and I think it's highly unlikely, be a similar situation against Norwich. The more time that Conte can get to get into them, to motivate them, get them fashioned in his own image, so to speak, the better. And the idea of doing this against this level of opposition is pretty much close to ideal. Right, I'll be back with Norwich a little bit later on, unless, of course, the ambulances arrive. Good luck. Keep it Tottenham.